Hello, everyone. My name is Pi James, and I'm here to answer one of the questions that was presented on the Wyzant board. So let's take a look here. Kara L asked, how many liters should be mixed together? So this is a classic mixture problem. One canned juice drink is 20% orange juice. Another is 10% orange juice. How many liters of each should be mixed together in order to get 10 liters? That is 12% orange juice. So, despite all of these distracting question marks, the question is very clear what they're asking here. They want us to take two different mixtures or two different kinds of orange juice and mix them together to make a third kind of orange juice that has a slightly different concentration. So in order to deal with this, what we're going to want to do is use what I refer to as the mixture solving super formula. So with the mixture solving super formula, that is going to look like this. C1V1 plus C2V2 equals C3V3. This is the concentration of the first thing that you're mixing together times the volume of the first thing that you're mixing together plus the concentration of the second thing you're mixing together times the volume of the second thing you're mixing together equals the concentration of the third thing you're mixing together times the volume of the third thing you're mixing together. What we need to do is simply fill out this thing over here. This is a little table that we have set up where we just get the concentrations from the problem. So we look at this first thing. It says the 1 can of juice is 20% orange juice. That's what we're mixing together first. So that's going to be 20%. Now, we can do percentages as decimals, but you can also sort of just cheat and just make these 20s and 30s and 40s. So you can just, it's kind of like multiplying everything by 100 and it all works out in the end. So 20% orange juice is going to be 20. We're mixing that with 10% orange juice. It's going to be 10. And we want the final concentration, the result, which is C3V3, to be 12%. So we just do 12. Now, the volume of the first we don't know, and the volume of the second we don't know. But what we do know is the total volume is going to be 10 liters. So 10. So the volume 1 that we don't know is going to be X. The volume 2 is going to be Y. You could also just leave it as V1 and V2 if you prefer, but a lot of students prefer to work in X and Y's. It's just more comfortable for them. So we are going to take this and fill this out. So we're going to take this C1V1 and C2V2 and C3V3 and plug it into the equation. Just substitute those in where they belong. So C1 goes here. So that's just going to be 20. C2 goes here. That's going to be 10. And C3 goes here, and that's going to be 12. And then the second equation, or the second part of it, is going to be X, Y, and 10. Now, the next part of this super duper mixture solving super formula that we need is V1 plus V2 equals V3. The volume of orange juice, if you mix 8 gallons of orange juice with 10 gallons of orange juice, you're going to get 18 gallons of orange juice. You're not going to magically get extra or have orange juice that vanishes into thin air, unless you have very special orange juice. So we're going to do X plus Y equals 10. And so now what we have, when we simplify the first equation, we get 20x plus 10y equals 120, and x plus y equals 10. Now what we're going to do with that is we're going to use the system of equations. So I'm going to solve for y here in the second equation, subtracting x from both sides to give us y equals 10 minus x. And then we're going to substitute that into the first equation here so that we have our equation in one variable. So that will be, instead of times y, we're going to do 10 minus x. And that equals 120. Multiply things through. And then we are going to combine like terms on the left-hand side. 10x plus 100 equals 120. Subtracting 100 from both sides, we get 10x equals 20, and x equals 2. So that's x. To find y, we put x back in here. We get y equals 10 minus 2. So we get y equals 8, which means x is concentration, or the volume of 1. So we are going to put in, it's going to be 2 liters of the 20% orange juice, 8 liters of the 10% orange juice, and that when we mix that together, that gives us 10 liters of the 12% orange juice. So again, that's 2 liters, 20%, and 8 liters, 10%. Thank you very much for writing in, and that should do it for this. Let's see, where am I now? That should do it for this video. Thank you very much.